We've seen now what optimism is. You know how to calculate your own optimism score. Hopefully you have. We've seen evidence that high optimism confers benefits for lifespan. We've seen why this happens. But are we just kind of stuck with whatever level of optimism we have? If we always see the glass half empty, will we always see the glass half empty? Well, clearly the evidence and my own experience with patients says no. I am screening patients for their level of optimism in my office and helping those with low levels of optimism increase optimism. So I can tell you that what I'm offering here for improving your optimism works and is highly effective. Let's take a closer look. The most proven way of improving future outlook in the literature is called the Best Possible Self exercise. This is a self exercise, and all you do is you write down on a piece of paper in a paragraph for 5 minutes a day for 2 weeks straight how you would imagine your future if everything turned out in the best possible way. And you should answer for 3 areas. Your personal life, what's the best possible outcome for me in my personal life in the future? In your relationships, what would my relationships look like if everything turned out in the best possible way I could imagine? And professional life. How would my professional life turn out if I had the perfect situation? Do that for 5 minutes a day for 2 weeks, and evidence shows from clinical trials that you will have sustained improvements in your future outlook or your level of optimism. Another way to go about it is cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT. In CBT, we challenge cognitive distortions, patterns of thinking that are automatic that lead to automated behaviors. So one automatic thought might be, as soon as something specific happens, I make it general. So as soon as the car gets rained on, I assume that I have a bad ability to decide when to get my car washed, or I just have bad judgment in general, rather than saying, wow, this was a unfortunate event, and next time I'm going to check the weather and make sure it doesn't happen again. So what you've done there is you've challenged an automatic thought that gave you a negative prediction about yourself. And you can do this in a more formal and structured way with cognitive behavioral therapy. The best way to find a therapist in terms of costs is to look on your insurance website, see which providers are in network. I also provide you here with a running list of therapists recently reviewed by patients in my practice. These are therapists who are offering telehealth appointments to patients. So even if you're not in San Francisco, you're likely to be able to avail yourself of those services if you find someone you like.